Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I explore Kamakura, one of Japan's oldest samurai towns, from a local perspective. Late March always feels exciting. Today, I'm heading to Kita-Kamakura to look for cherry blossoms. The sky is cloudy, but spring is slowly arriving. Kitakamakura is a quiet area filled with mountains and Zen temples. Today, we are going to visit one of the biggest temples in Kamakura and enjoy the first signs of spring. Itadakimasu. Time to eat. The cafe latte was filled all the way to the top of a large cup. It almost felt stressful trying not to spill it. Next came the salted pound cake I had been waiting for. It even came with whipped cream, so I definitely needed to do a lot of walking later to burn off the calories. It was so delicious. My eyes almost popped out. In Japanese, there is an expression so delicious your cheeks fall off. For a hungry person like me, that expression felt perfect for this cake. I love the atmosphere here, where you can hear the sound of trains no matter where you are. For some reason, Kitakamakura feels more beautiful on cloudy or rainy days than on sunny ones. I'm not sure why. I love this time of year between March and April, when most of the trees are still bare and colorless. Yet the cherry blossoms appear first, adding their own soft color to the landscape. The flowers are delicate and beautiful, but the trunks are rough and rugged, with shape and colors completely different from the blooms themselves. Let's take a walk through the garden. On the right, you can see a building called the Shōin, a traditional thatched roof structure built in 1924. 見てめっちゃ綺麗だね、本当に。Greenery is just amazing. すっごい綺麗。なんかリラックスです。There is also a small bamboo path. You can hear the birds singing. Beautiful flowers are beginning to bloom, making it feel like spring is finally arriving. Ahead of me, I can see a tunnel that must have been carved by hand into the mountain long ago. It feels mysterious. Who made this tunnel, and for what purpose? Even after looking it up, I couldn't find an answer, but I'm sure it must have had an important meaning. The sky was starting to look a little darker, so I hurried on to the next place. My final destination for today was Kenchō-ji Temple. It sits between Kita-Kamakura Station and Kamakura Station, and getting there means climbing a long, steep hill. Kamakura is full of hills and stairways, but this is one of the toughest one. By the way, Kamakura has 5 major Zen temples known as the 5 Great Zen Temples of Kamakura. This Kenchō-ji temple holds the highest rank among them, making it one of the most important temples in the city. Hundreds of monks are said to have trained here in the past. This place is called the Hatto or Dharma Hall. It is said that nearly 400 monks once trained here. The building itself was rebuilt in 1840. On the ceiling is a magnificent dragon painting known as the Tenryuzu. The dragon is painted across the entire ceiling, making it look as though it is flying through the sky above. In Zen temples, dragons are seen as protectors and symbols of strength and wisdom. When you stand beneath it, it feels as though the dragon is quietly watching over the hall. Sometimes people say, I've already been to Kamakura once, so I know it. This is completely wrong. Please do not get too confident. Even after living here for 23 years, I still discover new things about Kamakura all the time. You cannot truly understand Kamakura after visiting only once or twice. We have enjoyed the view from the mountain enough, so let's start heading back down. There is still so much more to see here, but because of the weather, maybe we will save it for another time. So, what did you think of today's tour? Perhaps when you think of Kamakura, you imagined the sea more than the mountains. But in reality, Kamakura is surrounded by mountains, and there are many hidden trails and quiet places that most people ever see. Of course, Kamakura is beautiful on a sunny day, but it is also beautiful when it is cloudy or raining. In fact, I think I might prefer Kamakura on days when the weather is not perfect. If today helped you discover a new side of Kamakura, that would make me very happy. I also offer private tours to places like these, including many hidden spots that are not well known. If you are interested, please feel free to contact me through the email address in the description. Thank you so much for watching until the end today. Goodbye for now. それではごきげんよう。